If you struggle with anxiety and you want to overcome it, you need to watch this video. Okay, I'm going to tell you about how I overcame my anxiety, and tell me, is this something you resonated with? Do you have a similar story to mine? Okay, so I didn't really grow up with anxiety. Anxiety was an emotion like anything else I'd ever experienced, but I never really experienced intense anxiety where it became a problem. And what happened was after college, I had my very first panic attack, and I had some stressful situations, some personal stuff, some professional stuff that were happening behind the scenes, and I had a panic attack. Here's the problem. I never had a panic attack before. Because I didn't know I had a panic attack before, what I experienced did not feel like a panic attack. I actually felt like I was gonna die. I genuinely thought I was gonna die, and when I talked to people about it, they were like, I think that was a panic attack. I'm like, whoa, I never wanna feel that again. I never wanna feel that. Now here's the ironic thing, okay? I knew that panic attack can come from anywhere. Like nothing could hold it back. I could get it technically anywhere. And so what happened naturally is I started fearing, what if that happens again? Can you imagine what happened next? I ended up getting more panic attacks. Now I really fell into the cycle. Now I was getting debilitating physical symptoms. So what I did naturally was I kept going to the doctors. I kept trying to figure out how to overcome this, what's going on. And then the doctors would say, hey, look, you have a clean bill of health. There's nothing going on. And I used to get mad. Can you imagine? People with anxiety are the only people where you could give them a clean bill of health and they'll be upset about that. And they would just be like, look, there's nothing wrong. I've done all the tests. I don't know why you're feeling this way. Fast forward, this kept happening. Doctors kept neglecting me. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? How am I going to get this fixed? So I started Google searching. I started figuring these things out on my own. I started going to WebMD. I started Googling my symptoms, trying to figure it out. I started going to alternative medicine, doctors, naturopaths, chiropractors, functional doctors, And I tried all these different things and they started selling me a lot of stuff. Things that maybe you have, like things like CBD. I started taking supplements. I started taking acupuncture. I started doing all these other things, alignments. And even though I tried all these things, I wasn't getting better. In fact, I was getting worse. And then I started getting really intrusive thoughts. And then I started getting disconnected. Then I started going to therapy. And then the therapist would be like, hey, this is something you're always gonna have to deal with for the rest of your life. And I said, how is that possible? I can't live like this. I never had this problem before. And so I had tried all these things, it didn't work. And so what happened was I managed to get myself out. Now, how did I get myself out? Well, I can't explain too much in this video, but I'll try to explain the most I can. It's something called nervous system desensitization. And one of the pioneers of that is by a lady by the name of Claire Weeks. She has a book called Hope and Help for Your Nerves. It changed the game. I struggled still quite a bit because I was doing it on my own. I didn't have a guide. But now I help people fully overcome it and they go back to living, not relying on these supplements, medication, meditation, whatever they want to do. They are just back to living. To learn more, follow this page.